Let me know if I'm live. Oh, no. Am I live? Look, I'm like, oh, I can't see the chat. Hold on.
Are you live?
I don't know. Am I live? Let me know, guys. Am I live? Says I'm live.
So are you in restream? Does it say that it's streaming?
I'm watching on YouTube. Hold on, let me move me. Hi guys! Just trying to get it all. We're having a problem with the restream, so I got Alex on the phone, and we're trying to get that all situated. My computer sounds like it's gonna blow up. It's not. Huh?
It's live now?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I believe. Maybe. I'm live. I clicked on it. Where did I click on it? But it's not showing me the chat. Oh, there we go. We've got people. Pop out chat. We will be with you momentarily after our technological problems. I've had a lot of those today. Like up to the last second. Alright. We are live on YouTube. Awesome. Alright, Alex, I'm gonna get off with you. Alex says toodles. Alright, bye. Alright, thank you everyone. Hello! It's Holly with Melody Lane Inspired. So, today we are going to make, and I'm frantic because I just got done, because I decided to add a variation at the last minute. You know, so, I was rushing on that. But anyway, so we're going to make today, I designed a card, and I had this idea of, and we'll put it together. I haven't put it together yet, because I wanted to make another one. It's going to be a card that we pull, and as we pull it, this little elf is, there's a Christmas tree, and there's an elf, and he's going to come along, you pull it, and he moves along to the Christmas tree. So it's like he's delivering presents to the tree. And then as you pull it, it reveals, a message, too, as we do it. So, I have two different ones on that, and we'll kind of go over them. But thank you guys. Let's see who's all in the house before we get started on that. Hi, Carmen, Betsy, Gail, Teresa, Mindy, Belinda, everybody. Hi, guys. I know this is a later than normal show, but we wanted to do this because lots of people work. And we have people in all different time zones. So that's why we're doing it at 9 p.m. Eastern, because then we figured it's 6 p.m. in California. That way people have time to get home from work. Because I know people got to work too, but they want to craft. So we're going to have a late night show of that. So, I just have a few pieces left to weed, because I decided to throw the other card in last minute. Because, so, in the card, it's going to say, where's my outside of my card? Enjoy the magic of Christmas. Look, guys, there's too much going on the screen. There we go. This was just a card I came up with, and as I did it, I changed things and redid, to what I think worked best. No, it took my chat away. Okay, there it is. Alright, so I actually did... So, and I'm going to do a tutorial on this that I'll post on YouTube later that'll walk through the different steps, because I did lots of slicing or contouring, welding, attaching, flattening, foil, debossing. I did a lot of things. There's a lot of things within this one project. So, I did, which I'm going to turn it to overhead because otherwise it's going to be hard to see. Oh, but wait, but first, I totally forgot something important.
You are watching Melody Lane. With me you're gonna have a great crafting time.
Okay, here we go. This is gonna be one little thing there. Now it's kind of hard to see in this light, which, let me turn on my Cricut light over here. Shine some light on the situation. There we go. Just because of shadows and such. But this one I did foil transfer. So if you got the new mystery box, it's sold out now, but if you were lucky enough to get it, the Fall is in the Air mystery box, it came with some foil transfer. Oh, I bet you it's my mic. Hold on, guys. Alright, moved my mic closer so hopefully you can hear me. But on the first one, what I did was I did the foil transfer. So in that Falls in the Air mystery box, you got, it's packaged differently, but it's the foil transfer sheets in metallic. So you get these sheets and there's rose gold, silver, and gold in here. And so I went ahead and foil transferred on here, if you can see, the little stars. So I did that on that one, and then I wanted to do another one where I debossed it just to see what I thought. And this one's really hard to see in the light. In person, it's really easy to see, but it's just super hard to show up on the camera. Well, let's see if we can get it. You guys see it's got the debossing of the stars in there, and that one. So we're going to go ahead, and for my first card, we're going to do this, and we're going to put a little elf together to have him deliver the presents. Where's my little elfie? Oh, he's under there. Okay. I was like, oh no, I always worry about losing a piece, you know? Yeah, so the debossing I will put in the tutorial so you can watch it do it. If you know, the debossing takes a little bit, as does the foil, because it's just doing a pattern over the whole thing. So, we got our little pieces here. I like to always kind of like organize before I start on my little board so I know what I got. That don't go that way. What I got going on here. Ooh, I do want to get my little foam pop-ups too. My little foam pop-up squares. Alright. We're going to go ahead and put that one and that one. And how is everybody's week going so far? Huh, Mindy said just keep an eye on that gnome. You don't know how many times, Mindy, when I'm like editing and everything, I'm like, is the gnome moving? Please tell me the gnome's not moving. If you guys didn't see, I have a video where my hands are clearly here. I'm the only one working, and this little gnome just goes doop, all by himself. So, alright, first before we put this on, I just need to weed my couple pieces here I have. So I'm going to pull out those. Where's my green guys? Oh, I didn't recut the green. Gotta cut the green. That's okay, I'm stealing it from here. Blah, magic. I already weeded the other ones and I forgot I recut a piece and it cut the wrong piece and it didn't cut the right green. So I have those ready to go. So now we're just going to do some weeding. Well, hello in Ontario. I know, it's Melody moving it. I wasn't really creeped out, but it was just so funny. I couldn't believe it. I've never seen something like that. So, I will say as I weed this, if you're going to weed, like I like to go into the end, be careful and go to angle. If you go straight down, you're going to poke yourself. I already did that today. I was like, oops. Get my little thing out of here. Alright. So what I'm going to do is the elf, he's right here, the back of the elf. And he's what's going to like move along the card. So, I'm cut him out of craft board, and then I'm going to layer on these other pieces with vinyl, because to lay these little pieces, it's going to be so much easier to use vinyl. Plus, we're getting all those vinyl in the mystery boxes, so it is a great way to use up some of that vinyl. Ooh, 110 degrees. Holy cow. I was driving down the block today after I, ran to the craft store, because that's an always. And I was like, I got excited because I was like, oh my gosh, is that leaves on the ground? Like that means fall. Fall is coming. I'm just really tired of these like almost $500 electric bills. So I am ready for some fall because that's ridiculous. I don't know. get this. I gotta get this transfer tape going. Ah, don't poke my finger. Technology problems always like to happen when you're like down to no time. Like I had 2 pieces left to cut and all of a sudden it did not want to find my maker. It's like we're searching for it and we can't find it. That's a say it happened 2 times today. I don't know if anybody else had that going on. Me and transfer tape like the battle. Always getting it started. Come on, little guy. Oh my jeebers. Yeah. Success. Alright. Go ahead and put my transfer tape down on this little guy. Alright, pull it over. Go over with my scraper here. Let's peel this back and make sure we have transferred. See it? Oh. I was like, I transferred a piece of my fingernail polish. So that ends up everywhere. Come back. I really did, see? I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's got my fingernail polish on it. Do it? Oh, it was on the outside. False alarm. Alright, there's that piece. You just gotta put these pieces. Ooh, I need my strong grip. What do I do with that? So I use the premium vinyl shimmer for these bows. I also did one with adhesive foil. And I'll go ahead and show you guys. I changed it. This one, the adhesive foil one, let me grab. So I did one with the adhesive foil. As you see, it's got these little parts on top of the bows. Now on the premium vinyl shimmer, I just contoured those out because with the thicker vinyl, it just did not want to cut those little tiny pieces. So we're going to use the vinyl shimmer on this one. Now I just got to find what I did with my strong transfer tape. So when you use the vinyl shimmer, you do have to use the strong transfer tape. But the great thing about that is it's always included. There is a sheet of it within your premium vinyl. There is. There really is. And I'm just looking for it. Where in the world? I am not a messy person, but when I craft, it ends up everywhere. Is this it? Nope, that's not it. Okay. No worries. I'm just going to open me another tube of vinyl shimmer. I just found it. Usually keep all the stuff I'm using on a project right next to me, but I put it back here. So, in that roll of premium vinyl, if you open it some, you will find a roll of the strong grip transfer tape, and that you're going to use for like the glitter and the shimmer vinyl and such. So I am just going to cut me a piece of this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 by 7. Did you guys see we had our winner for the Cricut Auto Press? Congrats to Brandy 40s. She was the winner. Which we haven't decided what we're giving away for September yet. So, if you guys have any options. Oh, is it doing something? OMG. Okay, I thought I was live. We don't know why it's live. I have been talking. Okay, we're gonna get back to all of this. Why is it not doing? Wow, it's being super weird. What is it doing? I don't know what's going on, guys. It won't even let me type in Google. It won't let me. So some of you guys are watching, some of you aren't. And I think it's because probably people that are coming off Cricut Design Space. Me and Alex were having a problem with the restream. And the restream is what streams it onto like the Design Space and stuff in Facebook. So on YouTube, it seems it's going. Alright, you guys are live on YouTube. So the people heard me. I just did a whole lot of talking to nobody if nobody heard any of that. But it's not even letting me go to the internet for anything, which is crazy. I can't even open the internet, guys. Okay, let me go to Restream. I'm gonna turn this off. Alright, if you guys are on Cricut Design Space trying to watch, you probably can't hear me. But if you are, go over to YouTube because I'm going to have to shut it off on Design Space. Alright. So you guys can hear me, right? Alright, I turned it off of Design Space because it wasn't working. So, alright, for those who just joined us from Facebook, welcome. Sorry, it was a problem with restreaming. But we are going now. So we are working on a slider card. So it's 2 different slider cards. Hello, Rosie, all those that just joined us. And we're going to have a little elf go across and he's going to deliver presents while you pull it and it reveals a message. Yeah, Mindy, sometimes we post it to be live on Design Space so people can watch it there too, which we were trying to do, but the restream was not, that's why I was on the phone with Alex when it started because it wasn't working correctly for either of us. He was trying it at his house, I was trying it here, so. But we're live on YouTube, so that's good. Hello, Louise. Glad you can hear me, Marianne. So right now I am just trying to, there we go, got it. I always feel so accomplished when I get that apart. This is just the strong transfer tape because I used the premium vinyl shimmer here. So you want to use the strong grip. I'm just going to push it on. I'm going to flip it over. I always take the scraper, kind of push it down. Especially with these little tiny pieces. He's got like a little part of his, I think that's a little bell for his hat, and then a little bit of his belt buckle. Watch closely as you pull up because the little pieces Now, if you try doing this with regular transfer tape, you are not going to get those pieces off. You definitely have to use the strong grip for that. Hi in Charleston, Pat. Look at the back of my transfer tape now. Oh, I just threw it away. Alright. Alex did make it home, those that are wondering. Alex did make it home to Florida finally. I think he made it home today, actually. Yesterday he was still in Georgia. And then he's about to go to Georgia. Like, I don't know if he's leaving tonight or tomorrow. But he's going to help a friend. Oh, I think about it. Alex, if you're watching, you could have just stayed. Oh, no, you had to get. But you could have just. I was like, you could have just stayed in Georgia. What is happening here? I should definitely always mess with transfer tape before going live. But I had this idea of changing it up some with, so I have another one that Santa's going to deliver the presents instead of the elf. Alright. Alright, that on there. I only got one more piece to weed, and this one's super easy and tiny. So this should go super fast. This is just some on the bottom of the tree. Jamie was asking me, like, anything happened I should tell him about? And I'm like, I don't know, I'm just weeding. No wonder, because people were, like, waiting on the video and it wasn't there. Ooh. Okay. Jamie's just let me know what happened. It created a new video. It must have been when we were in Restream, because we only created one on YouTube, but the Restream wouldn't find the one we had on YouTube, so then we had to, like, just edit it within Restream. But Marianne, thanks for asking about my son. He's doing well. He just got home from a friend's house. He's got his foot in a boot. So those that missed it, my son fractured his foot at work in 3 places. So he has a boot and he has a scooter now. So he just came home from school and was telling me, or just came home from a friend's and was telling me how he loves having the scooter because he gets to leave class early, like to get to the next class. And he's like, and the hallways are empty and I can just like zoom. He's like, I wish it was motorized because I'd get there really fast. So I guess he's enjoying his little scooter. That's so weird, Jamie. I have no idea why there's 2 videos on YouTube. I know I only set one up. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start with this. So for the first one, I'm going to use the foil one. That if you guys weren't here, I use the foil transfer. The foil transfer comes in That Fall Is in the Air mystery box. And if you guys don't know what tape to use when you do the foil transfer, there is always within the foil transfer, there is a sheet of tape. So it's just a white sheet, and it's strips that you use to tape it down. So, alright, here is my goal of this. Remove that. Okay, so my thought was, we'll make a card. This has a score line right here, so I'm going to fold it. So my thought was, Mindy's, the boot. The boot's like high tech now. You can pump them up. So here's my goal with this. Was that you have the little elf here. You have the tree here, which if you see, we're going to put the tree on top of it, but I welded it to it, so it was that. This sticks out. Now I can't make this shorter, and you could write like pull on here if you want, but, so the point is the little elf will be here, and this will be all closed and glued. We're about to glue that. And then as you pull it, it will reveal the enjoy the magic of Christmas, or whatever your message is that you want to put on inside. So we're going to do another one that has Santa delivering, and it's going to be like, we'll see. We'll see. Alright, but what I think we need to do is we need to glue this, but I was going to originally glue these two sides without putting this in, but then I thought that's going to be a really bad idea, because you need to see what room you have once it's in here. Let me move this closer. Okay, I moved the microphone closer to me, so hopefully you guys can hear me better now. This microphone's real fidgety. That's why I like to do voiceovers a lot on things, just because if you move anywhere, the microphone sound is so different. So now that we have this stuck in, I'm just going to turn this over, and I'm going to glue. We don't need to glue the top, but we need to glue the side here and the bottom, but we got to be really careful because you don't want to glue this to it, because if you glue this to it, it's not going to open. So, usually I use my Barely Art glue, but apparently my daughter used it for something, and it's gone right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and, this one I'm using the Zig 2-way. Just need something thin here for the edges if it's not dried out. Shouldn't be. There we go. Usually I'd use my Barely Art glue with the fine tip. Which after the video, this will be on our Patreon supporter projects also. So if you go to patreon.com/melodylane, there's over 1,100 projects there that are ready to make that you can just click on to make. So this will be included. And then it'll have the different options in it for like the different print and cuts, whether the elf or the Santa, so you can just hide which one you don't want. So, I'll glue that. I don't like using that finger in videos. I feel like I'm flipping people off. Tape splits cut in half. That would be great. Well, Gail, that sounds like a fun trip. Hopefully you have a safe, fun trip. Alright. And I'm just going to, first off, let's make sure this moves. And it does. Alright. And I'm just going to let this dry for a minute. I'm going to set it to the side, and we're going to put together some of the other pieces here. Alright. So, for our little, we're going to go ahead and put together the Christmas tree. I'm going to push this back, because we're not using it right now, and I could use the space. Thanks, Karen. I always like things that do, like a card that does something, or you don't know, like, oh, what will this do? So, that's what gave me this idea. Now, you could have done this in cardstock too. This is totally just a choice of what you want to put it on with. Like I said with the elf, the little pieces, I really wanted to nope. The placement. I was gonna do the parchment paper trick, and I do not have any parchment paper. I looked before it started, I was like, no! Which would make it easy to transfer. Pretty darn close. Okay. Yeah, that's actually red. But yeah, the red is cardstock, and then the green here is vinyl. We're going to put some different things on the tree because I got garland made out of craft board. The star is made out of craft board. Make sure we get that on. Don't mind my dog in the background. She's... Oh. Alright. Alright, there is that. And then what else do we have to put on the tree? Well, we have some garland here. Which I'm gonna lay out here before I glue them. I'm gonna go back and look at my design real quick. So what do you guys think we should give away in our September giveaway? What do people want? Is my question. Alright, this one's gonna go up here like this. This one is going to sachet right before the end of the second one, just like that. And this one here is going to go across there. Okay. Now that just adds some. I use the craft board, and this is actually the holographic, well, the foil craft board. This came in the Fall is in the Air mystery box also. You guys we got 30 sheets of that. 30, I don't want this pen on this. But we got 30 sheets of that. It was 6 of each color. Yeah, 6 of each color. So we had rose gold, silver, black. Trying to remember. But it was really good. I love to use craft board because it's just thicker. I have a problem with my family member. Well, okay, my daughter stealing my craft supplies. Like I came down here, I was like, "Where's my Barely art glue? Where's my quick pick?" Well, they were down here making projects for her boyfriend's bedroom because he got a new bedroom. And they apparently took my stuff, and I don't know what they did with it. Switch into this. I did not like that. That was the first time I just used that other glue I used, which I'm not a fan, so I ain't gonna recommend that. Do you want to know what it was? It was this craft bond for paper crafting. I did not enjoy that. Well, hi Deborah, welcome. So the good thing is if you missed the beginning, you'll be able to catch up later on when it restreams. And then I'll also make a tutorial of everything, like how it was designed and what we did to get to where we are. I don't know if you guys have heard this corn song. This little boy was interviewed about corn, and he just said the cutest little things, and they turned it into a song. Has anybody heard this? Because it's been stuck in my head. It's corn, it's lumps and it's knobs and it's juicy. I can't get it out of my darn head. Hi Irma, welcome. Don't worry. Never late. We still got a bunch to do. Okay. Alright, so there's our little tree there. All he needs is because no tree is complete without a star on top. So, we also use that craft board that came in the Fall is in the Air one because you got sheets of gold also. We're just going to put that on top. No. Alright, there we go. Alright. And I also did foil on the bottom here, if you can see. I used those foil transfer sheets that were also in the mystery box. So there is our little tree. He's all done. Ornaments, some shine. Does everybody still have a star on their tree? I don't. I have... What do I have on top of my tree now? I don't know. Oh, I have a gnome. How could I forget? I used to have a peacock tree and my whole tree was decorated in peacock and I had peacock feathers sticking out the top. But now my whole tree is in gnomes. So I have like gnomes and the buffalo plaid and everything. So I have a gnome on top of my tree. Alright, there is that. Now we have our little, so this is our little elf that's going to slide across here. So we are going to go ahead and layer his stuff on. See, what all does he need? He needs, and he's got his little face. His little face. Which his little face is cute. It reminds me of, doesn't it remind you of Dobby from Harry Potter? When I did it, I was like, it's like Dobby. I will. I'll show you guys the tree when it's up. Alright, let's layer these on. Oh, I forgot one more thing that goes on the tree. These were on there. Oh, that's a whoops. Okay. Well, these do go on here. If you see, it would be, so it would go across here is the little squiggles. You would have put that on first, and then I would have put the garland on. But I forgot about this piece here. So we're not going to do that on this one, but on the next one, we'll go ahead and add that. I have like a gnome addiction. It's so bad to go to the store. Like I went Home Goods the other day. Man, the amount of gnomes there are. Oh, that's fun, Gail. A palm tree. I used to do 2 trees. I used to do one in the basement, and it was like Candyland. It was all candy and fun. Nobody wanted to help me do the trees, so I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing all that. Alright. This has these little tiny pieces for like the legs and the hands. So doing that with paper would be pretty, I mean you could, but it's going to drive you mad. I almost want to cut this in 2 pieces, even though it's right, just because. I get really quiet when I'm placing things. Yeah, I don't think I attached these, so I'm glad I was looking at that, because I'm like, this is lined up perfectly. This, however, is not. Okay. So that's one of those things I'll go into the file and change. It just wasn't attached to the rest, so it wasn't printing them in the right area there. So go ahead and press down on this and make sure it works. White glitter. Black glitter for Halloween cards, that's awesome. I pressed down on this too hard. He wanted to take part of his face off too. Alright, and then the little presents here. Hi Adeline, welcome. Got all of our crafty friends in here chatting while I'm over here making a mess. Alright, we got that layer done. It would have been helpful to cut out the part that was just, there was no vinyl because it stuck to his face and it pulled off right there. So I just pressed down on it too much. I would not do that in the future. So for this next piece, I'm going to cut it as close as can be just to not mess up. And it's not, it's craft board actually. That way it gives a little more thickness to them. Thanks, Betsy. It is. If y'all only knew how the whole day went. Sometimes you're like, when I say blood, sweat, and tears went into this, it is not a lie. I poked myself. That was the blood. There's lots of sweat. And then there's always that run to the craft store. Like, I was at Michael's last week, and I know I bought green vinyl. Green vinyl, because I was like, I need it for Christmas projects. And then I'm here and I look, and I'm like, that's green iron on. Which I didn't need. So I don't... And then you go to Michael's and you see all sorts of other things that you think you need, but you don't need. And I was like, oh, cute Halloween stuff. And I was like, literally like, avoid it, Holly, avoid it. Just get what you need and be gone. Alright, so here's this part of the elf here. I know, I wish I could lower the camera so you guys can see more when I do this close. I will say the parchment method to apply is a great idea. I don't... okay. Stick that on. It might be, I don't know that I've done the vinyl on the black craft board before. I don't know if it's because it's colored, it wants to. It is hard to do that at Michael's Craft Store, Deborah. You are not lying. It's got this little piece right here that does not want to stick. When you peel it back, you don't want to pull up, you want to pull across on it. There we go. Alright. He's got his little outfit. Now we're going to put the little present on there. So if anybody's wondering what the parchment method applying is, it's like where you put a piece of parchment paper behind this, but you leave the corner bent because it's see-through. So you can see through it to place it, and then you just pull that parchment paper back, and then it's in its place. Which, when you're trying to place things, that's incredibly helpful. Did you look back at the... What is the new car running? So I try to stick with... Yes, the parchment method is great. Have you guys done the vinyl on the black craft board before? Do you have problems with it pulling up on it? I think because it's colored is what I'm thinking. There we go. Red present complete. Little bows. And he needs a face, of course. So go ahead and glue. Oh, how cute. He looks so much better with the face, right? You can also use the backing from the... It would be awesome if I could get the chat projected onto the wall in front of me. And then I could just look up, and that would be phenomenal. I need to make that happen somehow. I have to call my son for tech support on that one. Yay! He's got the cute little face. Alright, he's just got 2 more little pieces which are tiny. This is just his little bell for his hat here. And for this elf, I think I searched in Design Space. All of this stuff that I'm using today is part of Access. So I try to do ones that aren't the purchase one. But he was a happy elf. He is a happy elf. I know, it's upstairs, Jamie. The iPad in front of me. I need to do that. It's upstairs. It's charging actually because it was dead. What were we talking about? Can't remember. Alright, I'll put the little bell on here. Hear my dog shaking. What you doing, Bella Rosie? Hello? Alright, bell, and then he's got a little belt buckle. What you doing, Floss? But I have to do, hold on, I'm trying to. Rosh Hashanah cards. Oh. Good idea, Mindy. When is Rosh Hashanah exactly? How'd that go, Gail? Gail said she applied white glitter HTV onto black cardstock using her auto press. I must have wanted like these little tiny pieces. You could, and you guys, you know, you could just print then cut this. That would be easy, but I like the looks of it, especially on the outside of the card. I just like the looks of more than just a printed thing. But we are going to do a printed. I use sticker, the printable sticker. What the heck? Thank you. I got those scissors at Michael's. Oh, September 25th. There we go. I was just trying to get this little tiny piece apart. Alright, so now I got, this is just a little tiny belt buckle if you guys can see. So I'm just going to put his little belt buckle on here. And then he's complete. Minus his, he needs his bows need their packages. There we go. Although print then cut is a good option. If you don't want to mess with all the little pieces or the vinyl, or if you want something quicker. Because lots of times people are on a time limit too. Yom Kippur is October 4th. Ooh, he would be cute printed on glitter cardstock. Magical Crafty Mama, I like that idea. Poor dog, if you can hear. Hers is old. And she's got a heart murmur because they said she's probably got fluid around her heart. So if you hear her doing her little hacking, that's what it is. It's just her like compressing too. Alright, but she's my best friend. We ain't gonna talk about that, are we, Fluffs? I need to come up with an acronym for this, like fear of wrong FORP. I suffer from FORP. Fear of wrong placement. I'm going to make my life easier and cut these because if I do these one at a time, it's just gonna make it easier. For me. It doesn't mean that's how you guys have to do it, You can place it all in one. It's totally doable, but I suffer from fork. There we go. Lots of times it's way easier, and if you have that too and you struggle, just do one. Oops. No, my pup has not walked off again, Gail. Thank goodness. She has not. She's usually a really good girl, and even if she would wander off, she'd like be at the door shortly. But she's old and she's confused. I still talk to her, and she's really deaf. The only thing that she can hear, that I found, is when you clap your hands. She can hear like a clap. She doesn't quite know where it's coming from because she'll turn. She's like, "Where's that?" And she usually turns the wrong way at first, but she can. Okay. She can hear that. You leaving me, Fluffs? Sorry about the phone call there. I love the looks of this shimmer vinyl on here. What did I just do? Oh. What, Fluffs? We'll go outside in a minute, babes. She looks so sad right now. She's like, Mom, you've been busy all day. I need lovin's. We did get a new member of the family, though. We did. Or is it FOUP? For a rock. Yeah. That's it. Betsy, it's definitely that. When I said that, I was like, R. That's not even, that's W. It's definitely FOB. That's good when you're happy and you know how to clap your hands. Oh, she didn't hear that one. I still talk to her just like she can hear me fully, you know. But we did get a new member of the family. So we have a guinea pig named Mooch. And so first, here's this little guy. He's all done. Is he not adorable? So he is called Happy Elf. And I offset him. That way I could, because he didn't have a background, so I offset him. That way I had the background. And then I just found different presents. And then I went and stacked those and welded those to it to make him a piece. But anyway, so we have a guinea pig named Mooch, and guinea pigs are very social animals, and they get depressed if they're alone. And he was in my daughter's room, but she's gone all the time at work and school. So I'm like, leave him with me, and he's like my little therapy animal. He really is, even though I got these other animals. And then I felt bad. I'm like, he needs a friend. So we got him a little friend named Remy. We named him after Ratatouille. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and glue this on here. But we named him after Ratatouille, and they are getting along. I just seen a thing yesterday, and I don't know if it's true, but it said in Switzerland it's illegal to have only one guinea pig because they're very social and it's considered abuse. So I'm glad he has a little guinea pig friend, but I love them. And they really are pigs. Like, oh, I hope I do that right now. They really are. They're not just named that. Yeah, that's funny. Don't do what I did right there. I'm reading the chat, ain't paying attention. Because it goes this way. So I'm going to glue this onto... Why is this not? Oh, that was right. Okay. That wasn't crazy. Second, I was like, I had that wrong. Alright, so I just went ahead and used that to glue that on there. And I'm going to bump this out a little bit too so it sticks up. But I used for the writing... Hi, Jax. Jaxie's going to come say hi now. The guinea pigs are cute. Their little conversations are adorable. But anyway, so I used the silver metallic marker to go ahead and write on that. Let's grab our card. Okay. Meow. Alright. And now the goal is... Meow. So, this we know where this goes because I welded that, so this is going to go right over and fit right on there. This is sticking out far. You can cut this. I will probably, because I edited it a lot. Edited it a lot, and it was smaller sticking out just a little bit, but then as I changed everything, it's sticking out quite far. You could put the words pull on here too, but I kind of like just figuring out, like you can tell it does something, so I kind of like that of, oh, what's it do? I love the metallic markers. They write so nice. Obviously, if you want it for thinner font, it's not the best, but I always get great results, especially on dark paper. The way it looks on dark paper to me is awesome. Alright. How long have we been on? I don't know. Oh, we've been on for almost an hour now. Okay. So this doesn't take us all night, because I know people have things to do in the morning. Some people got jobs to go to. You know when you run out of your main glue and you use other glue and you're like, that is why I use the other glue, because... Alright, so there we got the little tree on there. And now I'm going to go ahead and... So, in my variation, but since this has already taken an hour, I thought it would be much quicker, but we had all those technological difficulties. For my other card, if you've seen, we debossed it versus foiled on the front, which I know it's really hard to see here. But on this one, I'm going to make Santa. My idea was to have Santa, and then you pulled it out, and it said, you made the nice list. Merry Christmas, love Santa. Because I thought that'd be so cool. Like, the kid gets it, and it's from Santa, and it's Santa that comes across delivering the presents. So I'm going to put Santa together really quick. And I have two variations, so I'm going to ask you guys, which ones do you like? Which one do you think I should use? Alright, so we'll do Santa number 1 or Santa number 2. So, should we do Santa number 1, where he goes across with this bag, or should we do Santa number 2? So these I used on the cardstock sticker paper, and did the print and cut, and then I took that same image, turned into a basic cut, so it just gave you the one piece dark that I can stick it to. We got one of each. We got a number 1 and number 2. We got 2 for number 1. We got another one for number 1. We got another one for number 2. Oh, it's a tie. And we got I feel like an auctioneer. Can I get one? I got another one. And we got another one. Oh, and it's still a tie. I got a 2 now. Oh, I think that's 3 for the standing one. Oh, that's 3 for... Oh, gosh. 2. Okay, 2's winning by 1 right now. Oh, they're tied. 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. Alright, guys. We're going with 2. That was intense. I don't know how auctioneers do it. Alright. So... And what I did, I actually changed this one a little bit. So, because if I just took this sticker here, he wouldn't connect to anything to be able to move across. So I just took basically an oval, flattened it a whole bunch, and then I welded it to his feet. That way we have something to stick on the little marker there, which I'm going to cut that down a little bit too. It's thicker, which sits on the elf's feet better, but these Santa ones are the ones I added last minute. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut that across there. Hold that up. And then this is that printable sticker paper. So I'm just going to peel this off of here. Alright, and then I'm going to stick him on here. But I thought, how cool a kid can be like, you made the nice list. Love Santa. I thought that would be fun. There we go. Now we just stuck him to the craft board background. Thanks, Jamie, for getting us some love. Thank you, guys. I appreciate all the thumbs up and all of that. Then all we gotta do is glue him on there. After the live, I will get this on Patreon too, so if any of you guys want to make it. And tomorrow is Winner Wednesday, our weekly winner. So, if you guys want to win an easy $25, go make one of our projects from MelodyLaneInspired.com and post it on one of our like Design Space group, one of our Melody Lane. Well, that needs to be thicker, so for him to stand up. Melody Lane group, and then tomorrow we'll pick a winner, and it's $25 to your PayPal or your Amazon. It's an easy way. So there is that, and then Santa comes along. Let me put. Before I make this file live, I'm going to go ahead and make this just a little bit thicker here because it's gonna work better, I think, for Santa if it is. It still works, but I just think it's gonna work better. Yep, it does. So he said, doesn't the elf go on that one? It does. So anyway, here's Santa delivering the presents. We're going to take him off really quick, because I was going to make both of them. So I'm going to take him off really quick. And we're going to put the elf on. There we go. Like that. I'm glad I said that. I'm glad you said that, Betsy. I was just like, oh, here's Santa, we're putting him on now. Actually, there's still glue there, so he's stuck. Well, that worked. Gigi, you know Santa? Yep. Santa's my favorite. I love him. Santa looks like Kurt Russell from... That was actually a really good Christmas movie, wasn't it? But you're right, he does look like that Santa. That's so funny. And then now we can take our little Merry Christmas here. I'm going to take my little foam dots and I'm going to pop it up. I'm just using the Recollections foam dots here. I miss the days when Santa had so much, like, you know, with the kids. I mean, you could be like, Santa's watching, or Santa, you know, and boy, they really believed it, and they were, like, serious. Like, they were behaving for Santa. Which they still behave. I'm actually really lucky because my kids are fantastic teenagers compared to how me and my husband were. Melody was the best teenager. My brother was an absolute nightmare. I mean, he's funny. He was like what's his name? What is that movie? He was funny though. But and then Melody was such a good, she never did anything wrong. I don't know that Melody ever got in trouble. She was a bad baby. It's funny. She was a horrible baby, cried all the time, perfect like teenager. Me and my brother were great babies, and I won't say I was a horrible teenager, but my brother was. He was a whole character. Everybody knows him. Alright. Put that on there. I'll help if I take the backing off of that one. I hated when my kids realized Santa wasn't real. Actually, my daughter's a year younger, but she figured it out. She actually set us up. She lost a tooth, and she didn't tell us about it. So, when the tooth fairy didn't come, she knew nothing was real. And my son still believed it, and he found out, like, right around then. And I don't know, they were maybe, like, 10, I'd say. And my son said, I'm so glad you told me, because I would have had a kid, and they would have got nothing for Christmas. I think that's so funny. He was just like, I would have never known. He just doesn't question it. You know, it's magical. Why question magicalness? Oh, glossy accents to elf would be awesome. But anyway, so here is this one, guys. We got our little elfie here. And it's hard to see the foil. It's there. It's just the lighting is so hard to show it in. But, and then you pull a little Alfie across. Did I pull him down too far? Make sure he moves. He does. When you do this though, I stuck him on there. I stuck him down just a little bit low. And then he can, uh-oh. Alright, there we go. Enjoy the magic of Christmas. So I cut this, you know how I cut this piece, guys, that he was connected to? I would leave that just a little bit longer. And I'm thinking I might do a double score line, do another score line next to the score line that folded this so it just comes over a little bit and then goes up. But that is the card. There. Because then he'll stick up a little more and then he can come across the tree and bring the presents to the tree. Thanks, guys. It was just an idea I had and I was like, can this work? As I'm doing it, I'm like, how can we make it? Oh, that's as far as he goes. Okay. I'm thinking he goes somewhere else. And this isn't craft board. The piece inside I wanted to make with the white craft board, but I actually ran out of more white craft board. Alex just brought me some stuff. He thought he brought me white craft board, but it actually wasn't white craft board. So, this is him. And or you can do the... You could put a slider thing on him too, to slide. I was trying to make it with no special tools, just like something you can do at home, or, you know, without any special little doodads to make it move. So we used the craft board on the garland and the star. We used foil. We wrote on it. We used some premium vinyl shimmer. And you know what else I thought you could do? You could make it a gift where it gives money, and you could have it say something up here, and then just put where you cut the thing for like a gift card. You know, it's just like a little envelope right here that you can put a gift card in, and then they can pull it out and get the gift card. But that is that one, guys. Is it glued right there? Making this out of craft board would be much better because this is actually too flimsy than I would prefer, and the craft board's gonna make it, you know what craft board does. So anyway, there's that one, guys. Or you could change that for the Santa, and then it would say you made the nice list, Merry Christmas, love Santa. I put that little elf on there. I wasn't sure if he was gonna fit, if you'd be able to see him, but I just thought he was so cute because he has the list, so I was like, he needs to go on there. So, that is that, guys. Yeah, try it. Let me know how it works for you. What works? Did you try something different? Did you find something different that works for that? But yeah, just a couple little changes I'll make, and I think he'll be good. He's such a cute little elf, though. Is he not? Does he not look like Dobby from Harry Potter? Oh, that'd be a fun idea for anybody a Harry Potter fan or family. Because I'm thinking with this, the same kind of design where he goes across and delivers something, you could have Hedwig, the owl from Harry Potter, and he's bringing you your letter from Hogwarts. So, turn this on to me now.
You are watching Melody.
Alright, I'm back, guys. So thanks, that was an adventure. So thank you guys for coming along with me. I appreciate you guys. It's late because it's like 10 o'clock on the East Coast, and what are we at? 7 o'clock? Yeah, it's 9:11 here. Okay. I was like, oh no, is it like super late? Thanks. Look, the little Elfie. So sometimes you just get an idea from scratch. Like I didn't grab another card and turn it into it. That's why I was like, let me see this. And I think, yeah, he definitely needs to be on craft board though. Because that the weight of him on the thin cardstock is going to make him fall like that. Which, when you were looking at the card, it was fine. If you flip it, it's obviously going to fall. But anyway, thank you guys for joining us. So we'll be back Friday. We will be doing image sets Friday. I believe Alex is going to be in Georgia helping a friend at a show. So I believe he's going to be able to do that. I think he said from the car. So I think that's our plan. And then I believe Saturday, he's going to do a project just like the Pinterest inspired project she'd do, where she finds a project and then just shows you how to design it. That way you guys get one of those. So he's going to do that also on the road, which is cool that you can design on the go. Time does fly when you're having fun. It does. Today flew by. I know that's why my dog's like sad. She's like, you haven't spent any time with me today, Mom. I've been busy. Busy. But anyway, so we will get our September raffle going soon. Not raffle. It's a giveaway. It's not a raffle. Anybody can enter it. But so watch for that. It'll be on YouTube and it will be in our different groups on Facebook. We really didn't post it on the Melody Lane Inspired page because every time we do, somebody tries to mimic our business and then they answer to every single person that they won the giveaway. So the only way we've been able to avoid that, because it's a public page, is to keep it off of that page. So, but we will post in Cricut Design Space, Crafting with Melody Lane, Paper Crafts with Melody Lane, Cricut Joy with Melody Lane, Cricut Mug Press, Christmas Crafts with Cricut, Wedding Projects, Cricut Wedding Projects, Cricut Hat Press, Crafting While It Hurts. I'm like, did I miss anything, guys? There's so many different groups. So, Pumpkin Spice Time, I know. So if you guys know my daughter, she's 16. She's a manager at Dunkin' Donuts. So the first day pumpkins, she literally sent me a picture of the pumpkin spice syrup stuff. So I've had pumpkin spice nearly every day. It's delicious. And like she brings me a coffee, but I drink the same coffee for I don't drink a ton of coffee, but I love it. So I'll drink like half that coffee that day and half the coffee the next day. But it's delicious and it makes me think of fall, and that makes me happy. The groups are fun, Diane, and they have such good members. And there's so many people that ask questions or share their projects and give tips, which helps everyone. Like if nobody has a wedding going on, that Cricut wedding project, some of the ideas in there are awesome. If people aren't in them, they might not see them, which means I should probably... They're making these neon signs, like with their last name. So like the Smiths. And they use the Cricut, and then they buy this e-wire from Amazon, which is like the neon wire, and they put it in there, and they make these light up neon signs, which they'll charge you like hundreds of dollars for, and they're making them for like $20. So that would be awesome. But thank you guys for joining us. We always appreciate it. Give us a thumbs up. And what else? I'm trying to think what else is coming up. There's always something. I would mention the mystery box, but the mystery box sold out because it's got a brand new cutie, the True Orange. Anything else? I'll think of it as soon as I get off the camera. But thank you guys. Thanks to our admins, and thank you guys for joining us. You guys are always fun, and I love to chat with you guys. Sue's making one of those for her son. You're making the light up sign, Sue? If it is, I'm super excited. I must see this when you're done. I know, I had told Alex originally when I started doing this, I was like, hey, I want to make one of those neon signs, and I wanted to put it behind me that said Melody Lane Inspired. But then, I'm like, there's not enough, the camera doesn't show enough of the wall space, so you wouldn't see it. But, how cool would that be? We talked about that months ago. You're welcome, Marianne. So Sue Caballero, one of our admins, is making one of those neon signs. So, I am looking forward to seeing that, Sue. I know it'll be awesome. I gotta make one for somewhere. I have to. It's just such a neat thing. Yeah, show us how to make it. I will. I'll end up making one. I just gotta figure out what I want it to say and where I want to put it. I know my daughter would use it in her room. It's like a light up LED sign. So, I'll have to see what she wants. But anyway. Alright guys, thank you guys. We will see you next time. Bye. Happy crafting. This is where you get to look at me awkwardly as I try to find the thing to stop the streaming. And I can't because the chat's blocking it. It won't move. I'll just say toodles.